All right, happy New Year, New Year's, guys. Quick update, or maybe a lengthy update. It's been a while. Not 100%. We'll get to that. But about 2.5 weeks ago, Christmas, made it home okay. Saw the family, got stuff. Christmas. I didn't get anything game related as such. I did get myself ordered this from Japan. If you're interested in more in what that is, I'm happy to write in the comments. I imagine most of you will not care because it has nothing to do with what this channel represents. Got him about a couple weeks before Christmas. Anyway, Christmas was cool, all good. Until it came time to fly home, and that's when ran into a snag. Now, I was supposed to leave the airport at like 7 and be on the plane and out of there. That didn't happen until midnight, and I'm happy it did because I didn't think I was going to get out of there at all. And this was Southwest, who I always fly with. Canceling flights left and right. And lines of people waiting to get their vouchers for their canceled flight. And I thought, just go ahead and cancel it. It's going to happen anyway. You keep waiting and making me wait, and there's just people all over the airport sitting, laying. Just cancel and get it over with. Well, didn't cancel it. Got on the plane and got out of there. But again, that was a long delay. That brings me to my vigilance with the COVID thing. Now, I've gotten complacent with it. I had never had it. Didn't think I was going to get it. I've had the shots. I work at a public library, and I kind of came to the conclusion that if I haven't gotten it yet, I'm probably not going to get it, or I've had it in a minor form and was unaware of it. Not true. Bad strategy. Didn't wear a mask at the airport. Got it. And man, when I say I got it, I got it. I'm still not right. So, made it home 2 weeks ago, Monday, Sunday night, early Monday. Well, let's see. Was doing okay Monday. Went to work Tuesday. And Tuesday afternoon, something wasn't right. I could tell something wasn't right. You know when you're getting sick. And by Tuesday night, I was bedridden and done. Stayed in bed for probably a good 2 to 3 days before I could even feel good enough to go to the couch and sit. And fever. I think I got up to 102.6 at one point. So fever, hot, cold, no energy, no appetite. Throat felt like I'd been gargling with broken glass. Hacking stuff up, coughing, just completely miserable. And I missed all the rest of that week for work. I couldn't go anywhere to get anything. I hadn't done grocery shopping since I got back from St. Louis. So luckily I had my best friend from work drop some stuff off, and then another friend from work, great guy, complete saint, dropped some stuff off as well. And that helped out a lot. Let's see. So after about, I'd say, a good 3 days, I was over the hump and slowly started recovering, regaining appetite, able to actually pack stuff up and start getting rid of it, all this process, which I'm still going through. I'd say now I'm about 85 to 90%. I'm still not 100%, but I'm significantly better than I was, let me tell you. I even considered going to the hospital a couple times. I didn't think I was going to make it on my own. And living on Mucinex and Tylenol and Robitussin, complete mess. So yeah, got COVID, and that was awesome. So my New Year's resolution is not to get cancer in any form or COVID again this year. So there's that. That was the COVID story. Guys, be careful. It's still out there, variants, etc. You don't want it. It's not fun. It really knocked the hell out of me. So there's that. And then let's see, what else? That brings us to game stuff. Let's see, the things that I have on the table. I do have something set up. Not sure. It's still 28 mil stuff. Napoleonic. Not sure what rule set I will use, or if I will even continue in this vein. I may break it down and put something else up. We'll see. I've got some sort of peninsular scenarios set up. So there's that. And then as far as pre-orders, things that I've got in the pipeline. Now, let's be honest, I don't do a whole lot of cardboard these days, but I do try and keep up with ASL, love of my life. So I did put the San Mariglis on pre-order. I recommend you do the same if you're into ASL. $66 pre-order price. I imagine it'll probably start shipping after Winter Offensive. Is that going on now, or did it just end? Not sure. This is the 9th. So there's that. When it is, let's just look and see. Anyway, historical ASL stuff, and it's destined to be great. So there, you take it from me. Also, ASL Journal number 13. If I can click on it, probably not. It won't let me click. There we go. Journal 13, and I'm happy there's a new journal, but having perused the articles, it seems like they kind of scoured stuff together to get another journal out, and that's fine. A journal is better than no journal, but I guess I'm a little more critical of this one than usual. So there's two things if you're wanting, like me, to keep up with the ASL product. And then when was Winter Offensive ASL? Winter Offensive 2023, right? So it's not yet. It's January. Again, today's the 9th, so it's going to be the 12th through the 15th. So don't look for that San Mariglis module to start shipping till probably end of January. Mid to late end of January, that's my guess. Anyway, that's game stuff. I feel like I'm forgetting them. No, that's pretty much it. I'm still hoping that Warlord puts out Russians or Austrians and the epic scale. I'm not going to hold my breath forever, but I'm hoping they do. And it's not the end of the world if they don't. I've been, in fact, using the Prussians as British, even though I have British, so I guess it's not mandatory, but it would be nice to have those nationalities. Also, I think there is a black powder Leipzig scenario manual coming out along the lines of the Albion Triumphant stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And there's no list date for that, but I think that is getting finished up. And then the only other thing I had to share, and this is kind of a side project, as some of you may or may not know, I do have a scooter, and it has changed my life. I'm not exaggerating. It is awesome. Vespa Stagioni, fantastic, beautiful looking machine. Now I have 1,000 miles on it. I got that in July. Still riding it. I'm still alive, knock on wood. But yeah, it's great fun, awesome. I've started a scooter club, kind of on a whim, as kind of a half joke, and then it blossomed from there. So consists primarily of people within the library system. I had no idea we had this many employees that ride scooters and or motorcycles. We're trying to be as inclusive as possible. And people without scooters now, so just people that want to support. Anyway, a lot of folks in the library that have scooters, and so the core group consists of that, but we do have folks outside the library. So I started a scooter club, called it the Flying Snakes, and we do have a Facebook page with goings-ons and member profiles and things and such, but I've also started creating a website. And this is the Flying Snakes website. That's the logo, which we'll get to in a second. Very proud of that. Kind of the circle compass, which should look familiar, as that is part of the HNS Games logo. So kind of took that and ran with it. And got the little winged snake with the scooter helmet. Scoot to Live, SC for Scooter Club. So there's that. Tagline, fly the friendly streets. So there's the whole air flying thing. Got a little vintage Vespa commercial here. And then there's our recent posts, where to get jet fuel. At least for Vespas, it's best to get non-ethanol fuel. So I did a post on the best place to get that. Upcoming events, we've got a Crescent City Crawl coming up for all makes and models scooter rally. And then what are the Flying Snakes, kind of a brief background of what it is, how to join, etc. Quote from Nicolas Cage, who said, if I was going to join anything, I'd join the Flying Snakes, but I won't, because I don't. Join things, that is. So there's a little plug from Nicolas Cage. We thank him. There's a list of current pilots and some of their nicknames, and then here's some of the snakes with more pending. I've got a guy who still needs to send in his picture of his bike. Well, that's some of us there. And then if we go along here, we've got our flight log, which is basically the blog, and then about, contact, air traffic control, pilots and squadrons, and it's all groups and forums and such. So Flying Snakes, and oddly enough, we still haven't had a formal meetup yet. That was attempted and failed because it was a holiday season and just not enough people with enough free time to make that happen. So looking for our first formal meetup in the spring. But also have started out with stickers. Still have those. And then did t-shirts and hoodies. So this would be a hoodie with the Flying Snakes logo on the back. Got those from Custom Ink. They do good work. And quite a number of these floating around New Orleans now, as people have seemed to take a fancy to them. So that's that. I think that brings us to the end of anything I need to talk about. So any questions, comments, let me know. Not sure when I'll get to the table. Depends on a number of factors, inspiration, motivation, available time, which I am off today. My schedule's changed now for the new year. So I will have Sundays and Mondays off. So off today, so there's a good possibility I tackle this. Another thing to consider is a lot of my viewers, and I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but a lot of my viewers do reside in England, who I appreciate. And so the later in the day here makes it harder for them to watch across the pond. So that said, it's better that I do this midday or afternoon. Problem with that is if I do it during the week, you guys here in the States are typically at work. So kind of a give and take there. Got to figure out how to approach that. But could possibly tackle this. And it also depends on how my voice is doing. I still have some drainage. I don't mean to be gross and graphic, but that's going on still. So, and I'll tell you what I have, and if you go back and watch any of these post podcast videos where I've edited all that stuff out during the podcast years, I clear my throat constantly anyway, and that goes back to asthma and allergies and God knows what else. So I don't need any help in that respect. So we'll have to see how that goes. I think that covers it. Again, if you guys have any comments, questions, let me know. We'll be talking more soon. I'm doing much better. COVID, it knocked the hell out of me. It really did. So guys, be careful out there. Wash your hands. If you're in any place where there's a significant amount of people packed in together for an extended period of time, aka an airport or a plane, it's probably a good idea to wear a mask. I know it sucks. I know you think it's over with. I know you think you're not going to get it. You can get it still. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and y'all be safe.